In order to set up your camera for an indoor event, you have a couple options. One, very simply, go ahead and press the function button here in the center to access the function menu. And instead of using the manual mode like we normally do, move over. I'll use the left navigation button to go over to the scene mode. And here I have a couple options. Go ahead and click display down here, the display button, to access this menu, and move that over one to indoor. Now what this is going to do is it's going to have the flash be automatic, the ISO be automatic, and the white balance is automatic as well. And the white balance is automatic because it assumes that the indoor lighting is tungsten. If that's the case, then you're okay. The ISO automatic may not be such a good thing, and the flash also automatic may not be such a good thing, and I'll explain why. But if you like this option, you can just go ahead and click function to escape the function menu and go ahead and take a picture as you normally would. Remember, press the shutter button halfway, focus first on your subject, and then go ahead and press it the rest of the way to take the picture. If you're not happy with these results, the other thing you can do, and this will definitely help certain images, let's go back into the function menu, press the function button again. Instead of using the scene mode to automatically set up the camera, we'll go back to manual. We normally use manual because it does give us control over things like ISO and white balance, which we do like to change quite frequently. Go ahead and go down to white balance. Change this accordingly. If you are using tungsten lights, go ahead and set that to tungsten. If it's fluorescent lighting, then go ahead and use fluorescent. Today you can have some fluorescent light bulbs with a very yellowish cast because that's how they're designed. So you would choose tungsten even though it is technically a fluorescent light. But you can see in the back of the screen what is going to produce the best color for your image and go with that. Go ahead and press function to escape the function menu. Now let's say it's a large party and they're all sitting down at a long table and you want to take a picture of everybody. Now if there's a decent amount of light, again we're indoors, it's not a huge amount of light, so you can't completely avoid using the flash and use a low ISO. But if you use the flash in this case, what's going to happen is the people in the foreground will become very well lit, but the people in the background will be very, very dark. And that's because the camera, when it uses the flash, it assumes that there's plenty of light for everything. And in this case, there isn't going to be, because the flash is really only good for things that are maximum 10 feet away. So what you're going to want to do is turn the flash off, press the right navigation button here to access that flash option, and go ahead and turn that off. With the flash off, you're dependent on ambient light alone. So what you want to do is increase the ISO. Press the up navigation button here to choose a higher ISO. Now you may want to test something first. For example, I have mine currently set to 200. I'll press the shutter button halfway in order to focus on my subject, and I'll look down here at my shutter speed. My shutter speed currently indicates 1/640, which in my case is plenty fast, but if yours, for example, in a low light situation says anything less than 1/60th, you may want to increase the ISO even more. If it's more than, let's say, 1/200 or 1/250, you can definitely decrease the ISO in order to maintain a better quality image. So remember that, manual mode, set the white balance, change the ISO accordingly if you're not going to use the flash. If you are going to use the flash, it really doesn't matter. Go ahead and set a lower ISO to get a nice clean image. To find out much more about digital photography and your digital camera, go to lbguides.com.